Welcome to Tough Crowds. Today we're going Hollywood. The front page of Sunday's Post shows a list of New York celebrities that carry guns and a list of those that were denied permits. Now, celebrities need the guns because they attract psychos, but so do regular people, you know what I mean? Here were the people who were denied permits. Steven Seagal couldn't get one, which is a disgrace. Isn't the mafia after him? He should have a gun. I'm serious. You know, the mafia went after him. They said they made him an offer he couldn't refuse because they looked at a list of all his movies. They said apparently there's no offer he will refuse. But I mean, it's not as easy to kick a man when he's down. But De Niro gets a gun, and so does Keitel. Probably had to go with De Niro to get his. Which reminds me of a story. When I was on SNL, Sylvester Stallone was the guest, so I was one of the writers first, you know, because I'll do anything. I'm humble, folks. I'll be in the business. Stallone brings us to the set of Copland with Keitel, Liotta, me and these other writers. He brings us in. You want to go and watch this movie? I'm like, oh, I don't know. Look at it. So we go in this big intense. We go in this big intense scene. Here's Keitel looking, and it feels to me, I'm like, this guy's such a great actor. He's scaring me in this because it looks like he's looking right at my eyes with hate, you know? And then he goes, this was apparently not his line, would it depress you terribly to get this person out of my eye line? He was talking to me. Then Ray Liotta starts belly aching at us too, you know, and Stallone's like, you leave my friends alone. He's getting mad. He's Stallone, you know, I don't need Rocky to fight my battles. I'll take care of it myself. What is the point? The point is, you can when you have your own show, you can digress into nonsense like this and nobody says anything. If celebrities have a right to carry a gun, shouldn't everybody, Dennis?
Hell no, Kyle. No way.
Brevity is the soul of wit. I agree. Patrice.
Yeah, Steven Seagal and Joan Rivers got turned down for gun permits, so now that really makes it hard for any other unfamous people to get one.
Oh.
Damn, I could have just said...
I don't think we should make it easier for celebrities to have guns. OJ just had a knife, and look what happened.
Well, Nick.
I don't like the question because it implies I'm not a celebrity.
Well,
I'll have you know, since appearing on this show, I can't even go to the store for a gallon of milk without being mobbed by crazed fans, most of them black and angry, but yeah, I need a gun, yeah.
All right. Yeah. What do you think, celebrities and guns? Dennis, you really think they should be allowed to have them?
Wait, regular people?
Yeah.
I thought everybody did have a gun.
It depends how big a celebrity you are. If you're like Gandolfini, you can have a bunch of assholes, you know, challenge you in bars every night.
Right.
So you should have a gun. But if you're like Screech from Saved by the Bell, I mean, who wants to kill him other than his acting coach?
I bet plenty of people go after him.
So is this protection because they're famous, or?
No, we're saying like in New York, there's very strict gun laws. Yeah. Celebrities are allowed to have them, but regular people aren't. So if you're a celebrity getting stalked, what about hot girls get stalked? All girls get stalked all the time.
See that dumb Jerry Seinfeld? He walks around McDougal Street like
that's right.
He doesn't carry a gun.
He's Jewish. They don't carry guns.
He's right.
It's just I don't know. It depends on how much of a pussy you are. I guess. I mean, it's just whatever.
So you're
man.
saying that pussies carry guns?
Whatever.
So you're saying anybody with a gun in the hip hop world is
basically.
A punk.
And let me tell you something. Wait, whoa.
Yeah. That's what you said. That's what you said. Phooey.
This is the worst movie season since 1997. One of the biggest bombs was obviously Gigli. Look at this.
Oh, that's professional. In every relationship, there's a bull and a cow. I'm the bull. You're the cow. You got that?
Yeah, I got it. Bull cow.
Now, I thought that was a good scene myself. But how could a movie be that bad with all this money? Nick, what happens?
First of all, you got a movie where J-Lo spreads her legs and it still lost money. That's how bad the script sucked, okay? Right? She opens her legs, she says, turkey time, gobble, gobble. I mean, who's writing the dialogue? Jared from Subway? I mean, the problem is, why does Hollywood think every time two celebrities that they have to make a movie together? You know what I mean? Burt Reynolds, Sally Fields, Madonna and Sean Penn, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. You know, I mean, every time. Seriously. Yeah, that was pre-written, ass.
Now, Dennis, let me ask you this.
Yes.
Dennis, you've been in some movies that might not have turned out the way you'd intended.
I did. Everybody's done at least one giant piece of shit. I've done at least two. Two if I see huge bomb. Huge.
I thought it was great. I thought Dumbo Drop was great. I thought
Dumbo Drop. No.
when Cuba Gooding was running around?
Hey,
and he was the gang? That was a good. That was a good. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm saying it was good. Well, like self-esteem. He's like, that was good. It was good.
This is why Patrice.
Dumbo Drop was not good.
This is why Patrice O'Neill.
Was,
can I just say something? This is why Patrice O'Neill is brilliant, because he took your horrible statement, 2 bombs, and instead of saying, well, you can't, obviously he actually thinks he only was in 2 bombs, he started complimenting things so people go, oh yeah, 5 bombs, 8 bombs.
How are we qualifying?
That's how brilliant he is.
Let me tell you something.
I was in night at the Roxbury, so watch it.
How are we qualifying bombs? Because to me, we're talking about big budget, high profile, right?
No, all we're saying is,
Patrice.
what do you think happens to these big budget movies that make some of these bombs? Not you, I'm saying, what do you think? Because you've been on the scene where you see read a great script.
Who cares?
is this a philosophical?
Everybody cares
It's
because
a
movies
piece of that came out last week and it'll be gone next week.
No, it's not about Geely. It's about the whole business. Every movie stinks.
I still don't care.
But I care.
Why do you care?
Because I go to the movies. I'm sitting there watching a movie all excited. The next thing it's awful, and I leave miserable.
Go see my movie, Secret Lives of Dentists. That's a good movie. It's out right now.
Is it good?
Yeah,
It is good. And I'll tell you what else. You know what else is good?
Yes, Rocky 1.
Rocky 1's a great movie. I'm talking about right now.
Okay.
Seabiscuit. Seabiscuit.
They really won't give it up, the Italians.
Seabiscuit is a good movie.
Oh, they live for that
Stallone's
movie.
a genius.
Stallone is great.
Finding Nemo is a great movie. It's out
Leona
right
and
now.
Keitel have a problem.
The
with it, I'll be
agents are
honest.
the problems, Colin. Every time 2 celebrities get together in like P. Diddy's hot tub, there's a couple of William Morris agents with telescopes on the roof going, we got to do something with those 2. You know what I mean?
Well, that is part of it, but don't you think it's also just the scripts? Let me ask you this. I can't believe you say, who cares?
I don't
We're in the
care.
middle of a set. But I wish I would have known that before the show. Then I would have said, well, Dennis, you don't care about this, but what do you think? Or what does your buddy think? You said it so. What's your
Sorry,
problem?
did you guys argue like this on the set of Who's the Man?
Another good movie.
There he goes
I
again.
like that movie.
That was good. I liked Who's the Man.
I think we all know what Patrice is
here's
saying.
my point.
There's
My
more than
point
2.
is-
Now listen.
At this my point at this particular moment is I actually care more about the Red Sox and the Yankees and about what the weather's going to be tomorrow and what I'm going to eat for dinner than I care about damn Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck.
Listen, nobody wants your zen and the art of being a Boston Irish guy attitude. All right, look, show some respect. Don't leave me alone with these people. We'll be right back. I don't know. They put me here. Chicago Dennis goes, why are you over there? What do you think? Someone's sneaking up behind you? I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know. They put me
We're
here for
talking
a
about
different
guns
shot.
and everything else, and all of a sudden you're standing over there. What the hell's going on?
You just told me friend Leota and Keitel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Judgment Day is coming.
Yeah, sure.
Chicago Cubs manager Dusty Baker caught some flack for his comment blacks and Hispanics withstand the hot weather better than most whites. Jimmy the Greek lost his job for making similar comments. The Dusty Baker story went away fast, as it should have. But if he'd been white, you know he'd be making a tearful apology and stepping down right now. I apologize if I offended my black and Latino constituents. I apologize to whites. I apologize to the meteorologists who have to deal with the reality of heat and cold and its effect on the different races. I apologize to the American people. All climates are good in their own way. I do not believe in climate control, except in the case of inclement weather. So the point is, isn't there a double standard when it comes to crying racism, Patrice?
Yes, and white people created it. First of all,
They did.
First of all, white people talking about black issues is like.
What black issue?
Well, white people talking about anything black. It's like women talking about, or men talking about abortion. You know, women, no matter if the dude is right or not, women just don't want to hear it, you know, because we don't have anything to do with it. So when white people talk about, you know, oh, we were bred for slavery. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear about white, black historians. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear
the truth.
Look, man, Jimmy the Greek. I agreed with everything he said because it's the truth.
Leave that Greek out of it.
It's the truth. I agree with him, man, but he just can't say it. He's not allowed to say it. But black people are not the ones that got him out. It's just white people did that. White liberals go, oh Lord, and we not supposed. And they get slavery. Ooh, we ain't supposed to.
Because they're scared of you, you can't say anything. Guess what?
I think
we can say whatever the hell we want.
I think Dusty Baker was absolutely right in what he said.
He is right.
Absolutely.
That's not the
and I
point.
think he's a great manager. I like the way he handles his teams. And you know what? Jimmy the Greek, I don't even remember what he said. What did he say?
He said they were bred for this. They were bred.
Basically said the
slaves were
same
bred
thing.
so they're
Slaves.
better athletes. They're
Big
bigger,
women,
stronger,
big men,
big
big
men,
children,
big women.
big slaves.
Look, he's a perfect proof of it. Look
There
at the
you
size
go.
of this son of a bitch.
So Jimmy the Greek said that
Patrice O'Neill would have made a hell of a
That's what he said.
linebacker.
Okay,
Yes.
now I remember.
The theory from the guy in Hawaii at the college that did a study on this said it has to
What
do.
guy?
The guy, a
The guy in
professor.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
Did a theory.
The
did a
piece of
study on
paper
this.
they gave us to read before the
here's
show,
where the
you
black guy
jackass.
talks over the white guy, you jerk. Anyways,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
it says, because it has to do with a surface area of the skin. Black people have longer limbs than us, so the heat dissipates. This isn't my theory, so don't fucking
So
laugh
he's
at
just
me.
repeating it. Go ahead, stupid.
What are you waiting for, a liver snap? So it has to do with surface area. They have longer limbs, they have more surface area. And if this theory is true, you could stand on
I'm
the
listening.
You could stand on
Longer limbs, finish.
you could stand on the sun for a week and not break a sweat, you fat bastard.
Well,
I'm sure.
Ridiculous conversation.
no, it's not a ridiculous.
Thank you, Dennis.
It
Thank
is
you.
ridiculous.
The black guy laying
It's
on
not
a
even
rug.
about Dusty Baker anymore. Once he brought up the fact that white people should not bring up certain subjects, that's when it became a good conversation. If you guys can't handle the, the level of it, but hey,
Well,
listen.
what are you saying? We weren't up to par with
Jesus
you two?
Christ.
No, I'm saying that this son of a bitch called it ridiculous, but I'm
It
saying
is
it wasn't.
ridiculous. We covered the topic. We should move on now. That's all I'm saying. It's like your
Fine,
it's like your Keitel
There's four
story.
guests.
This Keitel story. This whole thing about how evil Harvey Keitel. Harvey Keitel's trying to do a goddamn scene in the movie, and some Irish guy standing there staring. I'm going, hey, that's Harvey Keitel. That's the story.
Well, let me tell you something. When I was doing Roxbury, and it was a scene where I had to present, I was out.
That's the intern for the Night at the Roxbury, the big epic movie he did.
I had a couple of big scenes with Catan where I was trying to get serious, and if somebody came by,
Yeah.
and they said, "Hey, aren't you idiots from SNL?" I used it in my scene. That's what Keitel should do. Maybe they wouldn't have booted him off Apocalypse Now.
You know, it's scary, that headshot of the Jimmy the Greek is going to look like me in about 5 years. That's what I'm
All right, look. You want to move along? We'll move along. We're moving along.
To do. Let's go. Come on.
we
I
allowed
don't like his indignance without Greg Giraldo on the show. He's getting a little bit, you know what I mean?
You're
We need
right.
Greg here to attack him.
Yeah, leave us alone. Go bully Greg. He's not here today. Leave us alone. Just because Greg's not here, he's got to yell at us.
That's right.
It's supposed to be a half-hour show. We've been here for an hour and a half already. Come
Why
on.
can't you be?
I got other stuff to do. Come on.
Oh, so do I. We got to go do a tough crowd comedy special.
He's got another bomb to premiere. Come on, the
All
roast.
right, look. All right, are we
getting ready
changing
for the
subject?
roast.
Is this over? Our national economy depends on you knowing which projects to buy. See, it's over. Happy? Go fulfill your civic duty. We'll be right back. Folks, Denis Leary is going to be the guest of honor at this Sunday's Comedy Central roast. Boy, you should run some promotions for it or something. I haven't seen anything. Doing a show every day. It's doing one roast. 50, it doesn't matter. But look, I think we both know it's all about the dais. Let's preview Sunday's dais. Start with your MC, Jeff Garland.
Yes.
Jeff, to me, and you know, I know Jeff a long time. I love Jeff.
Yeah?
Jeff stunk as the MC.
I disagree.
He was awful.
I totally disagree.
Why?
His job was to be a famous face, affable,
Why did you ask me to do it?
because I wanted you to on me.
But don't you think Jeff is more famous than me? Is
I
that
knew
what you're
Jeff
saying?
was not going to sit down and write, he's got a hit series he's doing as opposed to, this show. That has to be improvised in the middle of it. It's like shooting 3 movies when they shoot that show.
Oh, please.
Okay? It's 3,
I'm
4
sure it's
months
hard
of
work.
improvising every day. No, it's a tough gig, right?
Ah.
But I wanted a famous guy to come in and go be an affable host. So
Well, I'll tell you the truth. I'm not even going to humiliate you by getting the crowd to say how many people know that unfamous face over mine. Let's move on. How about this fella, Mario Cantone?
Mario? Yep, Mario went to college with Mario.
Did you?
Yep.
And was he on the show because,
Because we needed a gay guy.
Okay. Well, now I'm going to cut to a little footage I'd like to show you.
Yes.
This is from the Daily Show the other day. Can we please see this footage for a second? I just want you people.
Who's going to get roasted next year? Do you know?
I don't know yet. I would suspect Colin Quinn because
Yes.
he was very funny in putting me down. What about roasting you?
No. That
Come
can't.
on.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Did you just, first of all, the presumption to say Colin Quinn, like, I'm going to come begging. You didn't ask me before you spoke. But then, that was bad enough. But part 2, did you just give away my job, not only on TV, but you kind of basically let the nation know backwoods things, which is like, John, we're not going to kid ourselves, John has a lot more status than I do in the business right now. Do you have to point that out on national TV in front of the whole country?
I don't think it has to be pointed out if people know it.
All right, did you have to re-emphasize it?
I like to
You
re-emphasize
offered him my
things.
job that you didn't even ask me if I wanted. You said he's taking it.
Well, if
Quinn's taking it, and then you offered it to this bastard.
Look.
And he turned it down.
He would never do the roast, I don't think. He's afraid.
That's really not the point at all. The point is,
what? The point is this.
do I have the job, or are you going to go ask 100 other people? Are you going to go on
Do you
Letterman,
want the
Sue
job?
Craig, Kilborn?
Do you want the job?
Regis and Kathy Lee?
Look, let's be honest.
Kelly, sorry.
Okay, let's be honest, okay?
All right.
All right, as a producer, if I can get the biggest name I can get to be roasted, that's the guy I'm going to want to have roasted.
Right.
That means the ratings go up.
But do you have to do it 2 seconds?
Do you want to be roasted next year?
I feel like I'm falling into a trap. Yes.
Okay, now.
Wait.
But
being honest.
I'm being honest. But meanwhile, if Ray Liotta calls me up and says he wants to be roasted, you're off the thing.
That really hurts. You had to bring up Ray Liotta, too.
That's the way it works.
My bête noire.
Yeah.
You had to bring up Ray Liotta, didn't you?
What does that mean?
You know, my number one, enemy.
Why is he your number one enemy?
Because he looked at us and booted us out of Stallone's thing.
God, I hate to tell you this, but if we go back to just through the last 10 years of comedy, there are so many more bigger enemies that you have besides Ray Liotta. Okay?
He's right.
People in my own family included.
Well, it's always good to see you, Dennis. Sunday night.
That's it?
I don't know. What do you want to end? We end on a big segment with the thing.
All right.
What, do you want to end on some big laugh?
Yeah.
All right.
Show business. And
I
then
thought
a
it
big
was.
laugh.
Oh, geez. Now you're going to be Mr. Official Showbiz? What are you?
Always leave them wanting more.
Well, that's what we're doing.
Yeah?
Sunday night, watch the Denis Leary roast here on Comedy Central, and I'll be next year unless Ray Liotta calls. We'll be right back. Folks, as we mentioned earlier, many sports figures have said things they wish they could take back. Dusty Baker, Jimmy the Greek, for example. Tell us something that you guys, immediately after the words left your mouth, you wish you could have took back. Dennis?
A movie with a giant elephant and Ray Liotta? How much money is it?
All right. Adam Ferrara.
I was late for a show, and I ran on stage, and what I didn't know is the first half of the audience were people in wheelchairs. And without thinking, I said, look, I parked in your spot once. I didn't know you were going to send everybody.
All right. Patrice O'Neill.
Thank you. In the 7th grade, I was sitting with all my friends at the lunchroom, and the baddest dude in the school came, sat next to us at the table, and he wasn't no big bully type of dude that you stand up to. He beat people up for real. And me and my friends were gigglers, he wasn't. And so for some reason, our silliness got him to start laughing, and I wanted to keep it going. So that's when I said, "Oh, look at that ugly bitch over there." And my regret came right after I heard that's his girlfriend, dog. And then a quick bright light in my left eye.
All right. Let me ask you one thing before we go to Nick. Why do you have to say he wasn't the typical bully? Like somehow you're bully? Let me finish. Let me finish, stupid.
Didn't let me respond, though.
I'll let you respond right afterwards.
All right.
I noticed you have to say, he was a bully, or else he might not have knocked you out. Take your lumps like you did, stupid. Oh, my God, it was just as bad a bully as everybody else. He wasn't the baddest ass in the world. Is he the same guy you had to carry guns for, the whole community? Shut up.
I'm saying.
Yeah. Why did you just do
Are you
that?
on message board people? I'm saying to you.
Oh, why? Because they laughed at a brilliant callback?
No, because.
Yeah, they must be message boards because they laughed
wasn't
at a brilliant callback by me.
Son of a bitch. He wasn't.
I'm waiting.
He wasn't a bully because he wasn't those dudes that he's bullying people that's weaker than him. He beat everybody's ass.
I understand that, but I'm saying everybody went to school with some badass people, and how somehow you had to make your guy beyond like this mythical toughness so that you would justify him punching you and laying your lights out. And I'm telling you, he was just a normal school bully. Nick DiPaolo.
Well, what was the question again?
The question, Nick, was what would you take back if you could regret anything? And you've said a lot of things that I'd like to take back. But go ahead.
Back when I was single, I got this girl back to my apartment, and, one thing led to another. Anyways, when she took her bra off, one of her nipples was off center by like 2 inches. That's right, she had a lazy nipple. And Of course, I couldn't just keep my mouth shut and pretend I didn't notice. I had to say something wise. So I said, "Where'd you get your titties, Marshalls?" And she was like, "F you," and put on her shirt and ran out. And I spent the rest of the night the way a good comic should, watching porn in the dark by myself. You know?
Wow. Now, I think we've all learned something tonight. Nick used the word F you. That was worth it for me. That big Italian going, F you. But maybe it wasn't worth it for anybody else. Well, good night, ladies and gentlemen. See you later.